How's it going, you guys? Calamity Plays here with a little Stanley Parable. Now, I know we've done this before, but
All
we've
of
not
his
done it like
co-workers
this.
were gone.
And we've not
What
done
could it
this
mean?
particular option.
Stanley decided to go to the
have
meeting
to
room. Perhaps he had
find
simply missed a
something-
memo.
We have to find some way to,
No matter
alter
how
what
hard
we're
Stanley
doing.
looked, he couldn't find
We
a
have to change
trace of his
something.
co-workers.
yeah, I know. We have to find some way that we can change the course of history and not end up blowing up the place like I did on accident. So
When
here's where the
Stanley
first
came
choice
to a set
is.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why not? You know what? Let's just still play along with him for now. Okay, so we got a lot of comments.
Yet there was not a
We
single
got some
person
comments
here
and
either. Feeling a wave
emails
of
and
disbelief,
stuff about what we should
Stanley
basically
decided
do.
to go up to his boss's office,
hoping
he might find
I've
an answer
decided
there.
to-
Coming to
Ooh.
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Going
office.
downstairs, definitely. Oh yeah, downstairs door is open.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Yep.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be
funny.
fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why
Why
had he
take
taken that
risk?
risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
I know.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment
guess it
for
doesn't make
no
any sense.
reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this,
Wait
he
a
began to
second.
make other strange
Wait.
observations.
What?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors
noticed that-
close automatically behind him?
I've been here
wherever he
before. I noticed a
went?
car. Wait.
And for that matter,
Wait.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Am I?
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came
I
to the
am
conclusion
just
that had been
insane.
on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I know
I'm
it.
dreaming!
I'm
he
dreaming.
yelled.
This is all
This is
a dream.
all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He
I'm
wasn't
not actually
going
going
to
to
lose
use.
his job.
I wouldn't
He
say
wasn't
I'm
crazy
not
after
crazy,
all.
but
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still
how do you enjoy
lucid.
this?
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above
Oh!
the ground.
Oh!
Then he imagined himself
Oh.
soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Oh
It
my
was
gosh!
So much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then
That's so
perhaps
cool.
the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Yeah.
Why is there a voice in my
Why
head
is there a voice in my
dictating
head? Oh,
everything
that's
that
me.
I'm doing and thinking?
That's what I'm thinking.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice
describing me, thinking how it's
thinking about
describing my
how
thoughts,
it's
he
describing
thought.
my thoughts, he thought.
That's funny.
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Oh,
How could it
great.
be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Yeah.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for
I
himself?
thought that was the idea.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
No.
Now,
Now he's
hearing the
gonna
voice
die.
speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in
Yeah,
fact a
I could
dream.
just control it.
Did the
There's no
voice
way.
not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Yeah,
How else would the
voice
voice
explain
explain
that.
all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he
Yeah.
was in control, that this was a dream.
Yeah.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Let me wake up.
Let me wake up,
Let me wake
he
up.
thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
It's all I want.
I want my apartment and my wife
Oh, he has a
and my
wife. I didn't
job.
know that.
All I
I'm
want
learning
is
so
my
much about
life
Stanley.
exactly the way it's always
I also
been.
did not know he had an apartment.
My life is normal.
Normal.
I am normal.
Normal.
Everything will be fine.
No. Fine.
I am okay.
Okay. Are you kidding me?
Stanley
Great.
began screaming. Please,
Ah!
someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Okay. Hello, Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
No!
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What?
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Oh my gosh.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know
But the
what
narrator
is
is
real
narrating
and
her
what
brain
isn't.
too, so she's not.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? That's pretty suspicious, I'm not gonna lie. I'm saying foul play. Foul play by Mariella. Anyway, so that was another ending to the Stanley Parable. We'll call that the Mariella ending. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching. I'm Calamity Plays, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!